Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Shakib from Blair Industries, so I hope you enjoyed the video.
In the last video, we spoke about the main components of an aircraft. Well, in this video, we'll be speaking about the different types of aircraft. An aircraft can be classified into various types based on the mode of classification. It is basically divided into two different types. The first type is lighter than air aircrafts, and the second type is heavier than air aircraft. Let's talk about each of them individually. Lighter than air aircrafts are also known as aerostats. A question which might come to your mind is, how do they gain their lift? They gain their lift from a buoyant gas. Today, aerostats are used almost only for the recreational purposes. Some examples of aerostats are airship, free balloon, and kite balloon. And now let's talk about heavier than air aircrafts. They are also called as aerodynes. This covers all aircraft that derive lift in flight principally from aerodynamic forces. Aerodynes can be with or without engines. Now let's talk about aerodynes which are with engines. The first on the list is amphibian airplanes. These are airplanes which can take off and land on both land and water. These airplanes are equipped with retractable wheels at the expense of extra weight and complexity. Some amphibians are fitted with reinforced keels which act as skis, allowing them to land on snow or ice with their wheels up. The second engine-driven aerodyne is the land plane. It is an airplane designed to land on and take off from land. The best example that I could give you is commercial airplanes. They are airplanes that you book to go from country to country. Seaplanes are airplanes that can land, float, and take off on water. Seaplanes with boat-like hulls are also known as flying boats. Those with separate floats are called as float planes. The first practical seaplane was built and flown in United States by Glenn H. Curtis in 1911 and 1912. A helicopter is also an aerodyne which is engine-driven. It is a type of rotorcraft in which lift and thrust are supplied by the horizontally spinning rotors. This allows the helicopter to take off and land vertically, to hover and fly forward, backward and laterally. The gyroplane, also known as the gyrocopter, is a type of rotorcraft that uses an unpowered rotor in free autorotation to develop lift. The forward thrust is provided independently by an engine-driven propeller. The gyroplane must have an airflow across the rotor disc to generate rotation, and the air flows upwards through the rotor disc rather than down. Now that you have talked about aerodynes which has engines, now let's talk about an aerodyne which has no engines. The glider. It's a fixed-wing aircraft that is supported in air by the dynamic reaction of air against its lifting surfaces. The glider is a free flight that does not depend on an engine. Well, there you go. I hope you got a rough idea about different types of aircrafts. Although I'll have you known, there are other ways of classifying aircrafts. In fact, there are many other ways. We'll learn about them for sure, but later in another video.
Thanks for watching Blair Industries, ladies and gentlemen. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.